Hey Budgeteers, my name is Quincy, and I'm here to budget with you in 2017. For that 2017 New Year's resolution that you've been looking to set, you are going to put yourself on a financially freeing path of building a budget for yourself and maintaining it this year. And the best part is, I'm here to do it with you. This year, as we budget, we're going to be doing it every single week together. I'm going to be getting online and I'm going to show you exactly what's happening in my life, in my budget. And you'll be able to take what I'm doing and apply it to yourself and build your own budget as well. The best part is, I've already built all of the tools, and I'll tell you why. You see, I'm a real person. I am actually not comfortable talking to a camera. Right now, I feel like I'm just sitting here talking to a robot, but really, I'm talking to all of you, and I want to be here for you. In 2016, we were struggling, and we didn't know exactly where we needed to go. I'm a finance guy in my profession. I work in finances, I love finances, I do everything in finances, but in our own personal lives, I wanted to give so much to my family, and I wanted to be able to provide so well that I lost track of who I was, and I started to overspend in certain areas and underspend in other areas that I should have been spending more. So putting together a budget in 2016 was the best thing I ever did. We made some huge progress in my family, and I'm feeling really good about it. So this year, I've decided that I want to budget with everyone. I want to band together and become what I call the Budgeteers. And here I am. I'm here to budget with you, and I hope you'll join me in being a Budgeteer this year. Setting that New Year's resolution, we can become more financially free by the end of this year. Now, I'm not saying we're going to make the ultimate goal of being financially free, but we're going to get on the right path this year. There's no question about it. So join me. I've got a budget template that I'm going to provide to you, and all you have to do is go in every single week with me and enter in your expenses. Now, the best part is because I'm a real person, I'm not here to give you a bunch of philosophies or tell you a lot about what budgeting is. I'll do that on the side as well, and I'll make sure that I'm defining things correctly and trying to help you understand finances, because that's also really important. But my number one priority when building this video series here that I'm going to be doing this year is to make sure that we're actually building a budget. I know that a lot of times I've studied some budget courses and I've studied budget topics, and often they'll tell me that I need to be building something, but I don't know exactly what it is. They'll say, take your income and subtract your expenses, and there you have it, it's a budget. But this year, I'm going to take you all the way through what happens to me. I'll show you every time I get paid. I'll show you every time I have an expense come through. I'll show you when I pay my mortgage. I'll show you when I pay my Netflix bill. We're going to look at it at a real life level, and you're going to be able to do the same, basically mimicking what I'm doing and building it suited to you so that you can customize and personalize this experience this year for you. This is going to be hopefully a good experience for all of us. Like I said, I'm really new to this. This is something that I haven't done before. I've been preparing in the last bit this year to try to get this course going, and I'm excited to be here. So I hope you're excited to join me. And this year, for 2017, we will be budgeting together. Now, a little bit about myself. My name is Quincy. I'm from Idaho. I'm actually from Utah, and I've moved to Idaho for the last couple of years because of a job. I've changed jobs quite a few times in my life, and all of them have been finance related. I've worked as a financial analyst, I've worked as a stock trader, I've worked as a credit collections company manager. I've done a whole bunch of different financial roles. And so you'd think that I would just be a great person to talk to about budgets. I know a lot of theory. I've listened to people like Dave Ramsey. I've also gone the other way with people like the person who wrote Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, or others like him. There are lots of great philosophies that are out there, but they all contradict each other and they all have different ways of pushing towards financial freedom. What I want to tell you is that I'm not here to replace any of those people. In fact, go out and study every budget philosophy you possibly can. Find what's right for you. But really, at the end of the day, what we're doing here is we're putting our numbers into a spreadsheet and we're coming out to that bottom line of how we're doing every single month. And that's exactly what I want to achieve in this course. Like I said, I'm not looking to replace anyone. There are so much good information already out there, and I can sit here and repeat it all day and show you all the philosophies of using cash only or buying a house with all the leverage you possibly can. But it's never going to get you anywhere if you don't personally believe in that philosophy. So go find what works for you. But here, we're going to be inputting real numbers into real spreadsheets and coming out with how our lives are actually performing together. So being a corporate financial analyst is a really interesting job. I've done that for most of the years of my career. And I really love the fact that I budget for companies at the end of their years, and I put together a next year's plan for them, and then I follow it through by watching every single month what they spend and talking to people about how they're doing. This should have been done in my personal life all this time. However, I didn't come to terms with that until just last year in 2016. Now, if you're watching this video in the future, then obviously last year isn't correct, but 2016 was my big turning point. And here we are in the next year, and I think that it's a good thing to start budgeting and moving forward for myself, and I want to help you as well. Now, here's the thing. You're probably wondering, how much time commitment does budgeting really take? Well, I'll tell you this much. If you sit down with me every single week, I'm going to do it in under 10 minutes. And I think you can do it too in under 10 minutes, no matter how many transactions you come through. Well, maybe that's pushing it a little too far. If you're having hundreds of transactions happen every week, it might take you a little bit longer. But for the average person who's buying food, gas, you're having your normal bills come through, about 10 minutes is all you need every single week. Or feel free to join me on a monthly basis and kind of catch up, watch all the videos and follow through week by week in 1 month period. That way it'll take you about 40-45 minutes every single month. It's 2017 and we are going to be budgeting this year. I hope that you'll join me. I hope that this is something that's very important to you. I hope that as you get going, you won't be discouraged because you'll see that I also struggle. It's hard for me. I know that a lot of times we get on these paths for our New Year's resolutions and it becomes hard for us. I've done a lot of weird things in my New Year's resolutions. A lot of times it has to do with weight loss. It has to do with finances. We all have similar goals every single year that we set for ourselves. And once we get going, we struggle. We hit a stumbling block, and it's hard because we don't know who else is there with us. We don't know how we're doing compared to others. But I'm going to show you every single week that it's not easy. You're going to fail. You're going to fall sometimes. And there will be some weeks that I might be very proud of myself and other weeks that I know are going to be really hard. I can already tell you, forecasting into 2017, I've got some good medical bills that are coming up in my family. I know my car is having some major problems right now that are going to hit me right here at the beginning of the year. And I know that there's always unexpected twists and turns that will be at every corner. And we're going to take what we wanted to do and put it into what we need to do. And sometimes when we don't have as much that we need to do, we're going to put it back in what we want to do. And we're going to try to live a real life. I don't want this to be a budgeting course that shows you that you have to save every penny because that's the right way. But I want to show you that you have options and that you can make choices that you can either have a good life that you want to live based on a budget, or you can start to falter and that living off of a budget can actually mean that you're not living the life that you want to live. At the end of the day, budgeting is super personal to every single person. I'm not here to tell you what's right and what's wrong in your own budget. That's for you to decide. So in this course, feel free to change things up. Do what you need to do. But whatever it takes, budget with me. Become a budgeteer. That's what I'm calling us. We're going to be big. I know on YouTube everybody wants to watch funny videos of cats or see somebody play Pokemon Go. I know I sure like that. But I just want to show you that we can budget and we can do things that are very serious about life, but we're going to have a good time with it as well. Well, here we go. This is the beginning. You're watching this at some point in 2017 or way in the future, and if you're watching it in the future, I'm sure I'm recording one of these for another year as well. But this is 2017, and this is our year to budget and become better than we were last year. I'm ready, and if you're ready, join me in the next course. I'm going to start putting together all of the instructional videos on how to use the budget template, and those will be launching as fast as I can get them out. But in the meantime, we're going to sit down with the actual budget template, and we're going to start putting our financial numbers into it every single week. I'll be uploading a video on Saturday mornings, so watch for those, and as you watch it, enter your own numbers into the budget as well. The first video in my budgeting course is how to download the budget template, so you can see how to obtain it. It's completely free. There is no cost to be doing anything in here. If you do want to jump ahead and learn more about the budget template quickly, I do have my book on Amazon. I'll leave the link in the description below so that you can go down there and buy the book. But it's not required. I'm going to tell you that right up front. You are going to get similar, or if not the exact same course material right here as you're watching these videos. So don't worry about it unless you want additional help or you want to move ahead, then go ahead and do that. But otherwise, we're right here this year and we are going to budget. So thanks for joining the Budgeteers and get ready to budget this year. Thanks for watching. I'm extremely glad to have you here. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up. For more awesome videos, make sure you are subscribed.